So we would give the world around, not just in Western Europe and North America, but all the other countries, guidelines on how they're training and what we want to see in the horse. And that we really want to keep the clarity, the purity, and the harmony of the horse in all the walk, trot, and canter. And also keep them at a certain level so that they're not rushed and they're not broken down too soon. And a lot of times when you have a very young athletic horse who's so easy to ride, you tend to push them and ask them to go on. So we actually give a score for the walk, trot, canter, and then the general impression of the submissiveness, how they're being ridden, and the general impression as a future horse for our sport. In the fourth level, in the 4-year-olds, we expect the horse to be going basically in training level to first level. And we want him to be in that form, so the horse continues to develop the strength in his hind legs, so it gets power and muscle, so all of the propulsive power from the hind leg goes through the back to the rider's hand, and the horse automatically rounds into the frame instead of being contained and drawn into a frame. And then when you have the 5-year-olds, that's asking for more collection, 2nd and 3rd level, and then the 6-year-old class is basically 3rd and 4th level with the flying changes and half passes in a higher level before you go up into the pre-St. George. And that fits into our whole program for 5, 6-year-olds. In the walk, trot, and canter, we look for a horse that has a clear V in his walk. We must see that clear V. With Stephan, as you look at him from either side at the walk, you should see that the hind foot looks like it's coming forward up to the front foot and creating a V. In the FEI, we encourage the horse to be doing extended or free walk, that the hind foot should actually overstep the imprint of the front foot 3 to 4 hoof print sizes. In the medium, we want them to be 1 or 2. In the collected, we want them to be in track. And as they progress up, this walk is the hardest thing to maintain the clarity of. In the trot, we look for, Stephan, if you could trot, we look for, again, the clear V. If a horse does not track up to his front foot imprint, then we cannot consider it more than a 6 on any horse. Because we feel in the working gaits and the extended gaits and the medium gaits, just like I said in the walk, to see the overstepping, if the horse really can show the bending of his hind legs and show the desire to go forward and bring his legs up under his body and yet stay soft and round in a natural way of going. And in the canter, also a clear V. The left hind, he's on the left lead, should be tracking up and over, which this horse does at least a foot. But at the same time, that you must see a V, so the hind leg looks like it's almost going to touch the front leg. And it's interesting, thoroughbreds actually, the American thoroughbreds actually have the best canter, of course, because of their racing. But we want to see, and then with the breeding, and we're doing in the United States, you see a lot of the warm bloods being bred with thoroughbreds, because the warm bloods sometimes have the better trot, but the canter is not as good, you put a little thoroughbred. But we want to see all over the world, but I think in the United States we have the great ability to breed quality horses that we can put our riders on. And I urge any of you that do the breeding that you should step up and contact our top riders if you have a horse that could be a possible future Olympic horse for the United States.
Okay, Linda, I need to interrupt you just for a second. We have 30 seconds left for Stephan. The first 30 seconds left, please.
So for this walk of Stephan's, we give it an 8. Nicely marching, clear rhythm, nice overtrot.